In a moment that captured both political bravado and satirical wit, United Party for National Development, UPND, leader Hakainde Hichilema responded to a provocative offer made by Patriotic Front, PF, member Bowman Lusambo, who had publicly declared that he would hand over his house to Hichilema if the opposition candidate won the 2021 presidential elections. The statement, which circulated widely across Zambian social media platforms and was picked up by various news outlets, quickly became a focal point of political discourse, reflecting the heightened tensions and performative gestures that often characterize electoral seasons in Zambia. Hichilema, known for his composed demeanor and strategic messaging, did not let the opportunity pass without a sharp retort. Speaking during a campaign event, he addressed Lusambo's offer with a blend of humor and confidence, stating that he would gladly accept the house and convert it into a boarding facility for students. The comment drew laughter and applause from supporters, while simultaneously reinforcing Hichilema's image as a leader focused on education and youth empowerment. His response was not merely a joke, it was a calculated rhetorical move that aligned with his broader campaign narrative centered on reform, accountability, and investment in human capital. The exchange between Lusambo and Hichilema, though seemingly light-hearted, reveals deeper layers of political symbolism and strategic communication. In Zambia's political culture, public wagers and dramatic promises are not uncommon. They serve as tools to galvanize support, provoke opponents, and dominate media cycles. Lusambo's initial statement, whether made in jest or earnest, positioned him as a confident defender of the PF's electoral prospects. By offering his house, he symbolically staked his personal assets on the party's success, projecting certainty and loyalty. However, the gesture also opened him up to ridicule and scrutiny, especially once the election results favored Hichilema. Following the UPND's victory in the 2021 elections, the narrative surrounding Lusambo's house offer resurfaced with renewed intensity. Supporters of Hichilema and critics of the PF began demanding that Lusambo honor his promise, while memes and satirical posts flooded social media. The episode became a case study in political theatrics, illustrating how symbolic gestures can backfire when not grounded in realistic expectations or legal commitments. Lusambo, for his part, later dismissed the entire affair as a fabrication, claiming that he never made such an offer and accusing opponents of spreading misinformation. His denial, however, did little to quell public interest or erase the digital footprint of his alleged statement. From a journalistic perspective, this incident underscores the importance of verifying political claims and understanding the performative nature of campaign rhetoric. In an era where viral content often shapes public perception more than policy debates, journalists must navigate a complex landscape of satire, misinformation, and strategic messaging. The Lusambo-Hichilema exchange exemplifies how a single statement, whether true or not, can dominate headlines, influence voter sentiment, and become embedded in the collective memory of an election cycle. Moreover, the episode invites reflection on the role of humor and symbolism in Zambian politics. Hichilema's response was not just a witty comeback, it was a strategic act of reframing. By proposing to turn Lusambo's house into a student hostel, he linked the moment to his policy priorities, subtly reinforcing his commitment to education and youth development. This rhetorical move transformed a personal challenge into a public policy statement, demonstrating the power of narrative control in political communication. The broader implications of this exchange also touch on the dynamics of political accountability and public trust. When politicians make bold claims or promises, even in jest, they contribute to a culture of expectation. Voters, especially in digitally connected societies, remember these statements and often hold leaders accountable in unconventional ways. The virality of Lusambo's alleged offer and Hichilema's response reflects a shift in how political discourse is consumed and contested in Zambia. It is no longer confined to formal debates or press conferences. It unfolds in real time across social media, where satire, symbolism, and sentiment collide. In analyzing this moment, it is essential to consider the historical and cultural context of Zambian electoral politics. The 2021 elections were marked by intense competition, economic challenges, and widespread calls for change. Hichilema's victory represented a significant shift in the political landscape, ending the PF's decade-long rule and ushering in a new era of governance. Against this backdrop, every gesture, statement, and meme carried heightened significance. The Lusambo house saga, though minor in policy terms, became emblematic of the broader transition, a symbolic passing of the torch dramatized through humor and public spectacle.